All right. This is Janet Diane Moria Swerdlow with another podcast cooking edition, Healthy Eating with Janet. Start over again. Hi, this is Janet Diane Moria Swerdlow with another edition of Healthy Eating with Janet. Today we are going to make some delicious cookies. So, who doesn't like cookies? Elkie is voting for cookies. That's her barking at the door, which I'm sure someone will let her out. All right, there goes someone to let her out. Here we're going to start with 2 cups of almond meal, which is approximately 8 ounces of raw almonds that I have ground in my little nut grinder. I'm going to add 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut and a cup and a quarter of my homemade applesauce, which does not have any added sugar to it. And because there is no added sugar to that, I'm going to make my cookies just a little bit sweeter. I am going to add in 3/4 of a teaspoon of stevia, which, as you know, is from an herb from South America. I also have here a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, which I'm going to melt. So turn this on while we're stirring the rest of this up together. I have in here a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So that's going to be added to these delicious cookies. And let me get that started here a little bit. Now, one thing that I want you to understand is healthy doesn't have to mean horrible, and a lot of people don't like to eat healthy because they think it's horrible. I believe in high fat. You need lots of fat in order to keep your brain healthy, in order to keep your cellular structure, the integrity of that going. You need to have fat for your skin, for your body organs, everything. All right, 3 eggs. So everything I'm putting in here is food. We have eggs, we have nuts, we have coconuts, we have apples. This is food that feeds your body. And in a minute, we're going to put in that coconut oil. Now, I want to tell you something interesting, because the carbs in this entire recipe equals about 100 carbs. And that's what we do, because when you get sugar cravings, you are craving carbohydrates. And most people don't really differentiate between carbohydrates and sugar. Sugar is what your cells do need in order to function and remain healthy. The issue is when you put in too high concentrate of sugar into your diet. Wait, let this melt. When you put in too high concentrate of sugar into your diet, it overstimulates your pancreas, it overstimulates your insulin production, and this is what stresses the body and causes issues such as type 2 diabetes and other issues including weight gain. So the idea is when you crave sugar or carbohydrates is to feed the body. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is one of the reasons that you crave sugar is because most people are loaded with parasites or yeast and those kind of things. Yeast in particular, and parasites, mold, all those kind of frequencies, they require sugar in order to grow. So when you crave sugar, what's happening is the yeast and the mold and all those things inside of you are telling you they want to be fed. Well, your body cells also need sugar in order to be healthy. And so what happens is you listen to the mold and the yeast and those kind of things. You feed it sugar, but the body cells are still starving, and that's why you keep putting in the sugar. So here it comes in the melted coconut oil for the cookies. So what I'm teaching you to do is to eat correctly, because for one thing, coconut oil will destroy parasites in your body. So when you're hungry, you're not feeding the mold and the yeast and the parasites, you are feeding your cells. And now is a good time to do a body detox, which includes eating wonderful foods like these I show you on this podcast. Now, this whole batch of cookies has approximately 100 carbs in it. And I was talking to somebody recently who said, oh, I allow myself I think it was 6 Chips Ahoy, which had 44 carbs in it. And I said, do you realize for those 6 Chips Ahoy, which are basically junk, you could eat something like this, half of this whole batch of cookies, and still be better off because you have food. And the reason you crave things is because your stomach can be full while your body is hungry. And that is something I want to continually put into your head, because you can be hungry with a full stomach. So here we go. We've got this beautiful batch of cookie dough mixed up. And we're going to make some cookies. And these are things that you can do for your holiday entertaining. Now, if you don't want to use the stevia, you can do something like cut the applesauce from 1.25 cups. Just put in about 1 cup of applesauce and add in 1/4 cup of maple syrup or your sweetener of choice. And by now, hopefully you know that I do not promote agave. I do not promote Splenda. I do not promote aspartame. So keep it as normal and natural as you possibly can if you're not going to use the stevia. These make a nice amount of cookies. They're very easy, as you can see, just a few minutes to stir up. And of course, you can make them fresh every day. You can make a bunch and put them into your freezer and take them out as you want them. Make lovely gifts over the holidays. A lot of people like to make baked goods. And so how do you get through the holidays with all the junk that's out there? You create something for yourself that you like and love. These are going to bake at 350 for approximately 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to put them in here, set my timer, and we'll come back and check on them in just a couple of minutes. Alright, let's check and see. It's been actually about 15 minutes. Oh, these look beautiful. Yeah, these are done. So let me turn that off. And let's get these off. Hopefully, get them off. They're still a little hot. Let's see what they look like on the bottom. Yeah, those are perfect. So I think this is going to be a beautiful holiday treat for you and your friends. Off of here before they stick too much. And like I said, this is food. So why do you want to eat Chips Ahoy or trash when you can actually be putting food into your body and enjoying it and nurturing it? You can have sweet experiences in your life that enhance your body, enhance your mind, and of course, as you know, your body follows your mind. Alright, let's take a look inside of one of these guys. Oh, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, fabulous. Alright, thank you so much for joining me with another edition of Healthy Eating with Janet Diane Moria Swerdlow, expansions.com. Bye-bye.